Welcome back to a breaking update. After the Poonch Terror Attack, the External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar has sent out a big message to Pakistan saying that it is very difficult to engage with a neighbor who practices cross-border terrorism against us. We've always said they have to deliver on the commitment and not to sponsor or carry out cross-border terrorism. And this is also coming on the sidelines when after many years, over 10 years, Pakistan Foreign Minister Bilawal Bhutto will also be leading the Pakistani delegation to meet the ACO foreign ministers that is scheduled to be held in India.
Right, okay. No, we did not discuss this specific issue because it is not directly relevant, but we have a meeting later in the evening where we will be talking about the state of the world. Where this particular meeting is concerned, we are both members of the Shanghai Cooperation Organization, so we typically attend its meetings, and we are the chair this year, so the meeting is taking place in India. But the point, really, the bottom line on this issue is that it is for us very difficult to engage with a neighbor who practices cross-border terrorism against us. We have always said that they have to deliver on their commitment, not to encourage, sponsor and carry out cross.
Well, not to encourage or sponsor or to carry out such kind of terror attacks. That is the message that has been going to Pakistan just days before its foreign minister will be landing on the Indian soil. But Rishabh, good morning to you. How do we understand it? It is the very aggressive foreign policy of India taking on Pakistan and exposing it on global stage multiple times.
See, one thing is very clear. India is going by its line that there cannot be terror and talk simultaneously. You have to put a full stop on cross-border terrorism if you want to engage with us. Even when Bilawal Bhutto's office confirmed him leading the delegation that will come to Goa next week for the Shanghai Cooperation Organization Foreign Ministers Summit, Indian External Affairs Ministry was very clear that this is one of the delegation coming in, and there is nothing special about it. So one thing is very clear: India is in no mood to engage with Pakistan if the cross-border terrorism is not reined in. And, it's not only cross-border terrorism. The terrorism that Pakistan is sponsoring has led to attacks on its own establishment as well. Only last night, there was an attack. There was a twin blast in Swat Valley.
Because that is something it also being very suspicious and can be questioned here. Mr. Arasan Singh, sir, very good morning to you. We've seen such kind of terror attack happening after a very long time, and this is also the timing, sir, just days before what happened in Poonch is also in the incoming of the foreign minister of Pakistan after 12 years on Indian soil, sir.
You are absolutely right. There is always, it's not merely a coincidence that whenever there is a high-profile, meet or a high-profile meeting, there are the military intelligence establishment of Pakistan unleashes these kind of, attacks just to, to perpetuate jihad. So the truth is that this is not going to go down as long as, the Americans and the Western world is indulgent, particularly United States and UK, indulgent towards the Pakistan military. Because I again say that they enjoy a very close affinity with the Pakistan military, because if you see the map of the world, I mean, particularly Central Asia, region, or even to the extended neighborhood of West Asia, except, Pakistan military is a big vector for them. And they are not at all comfortable with this, the Pakistan military in turn using these jihadis as a vector. Because that is how, they can manipulate things in our subcontinent. And this is not lost. Remember, madam, Pakistan was created by the British for Pakistan military. We should not, we should not labor too much on democracy and etc. in Pakistan or else anywhere else in the world, because we haven't taken any, in Hindi, what you call take off of democracy.
Right, sir.
This kind of jihad is being unleashed against us.
Right, sir. Mr. Singh, thank you very much for your point of view and joining us here in the morning. We also have Dr. S.P. Vaid with us, sir. Good morning to you as well. The timing is something that is also being questioned of a terror attack, and now with Bilawal Bhutto soon to arrive in India. But India making it very clear that terror and talks cannot go hand in hand, sir.
Absolutely right. I think that policy of the government must continue, and there is no point of talking. Whenever efforts were made in the past by late Mr. Atal Bihari Vajpayee, the then Honorable Prime Minister, even our present Prime Minister, Mr. Modi, what happened? You ultimately ended up in Kargil, ended up in Uri and whatnot, Pathankot. So I don't think we should have any talks with Pakistan unless it gives up this policy. And as long as the establishment of Pakistan changes policy, bleeding India, I don't think we should have talks with them.
Thank you very much, Dr. Vaid, for joining us. So here is the External Affairs Minister who has been keeping out a very clear and a terse message to Pakistan, because if it continues to sponsor terrorism, and even when it comes to cross-border terrorism and continues to infiltrate in terrorists in the Indian territory, then no talks can ever happen with such a rogue nation like Pakistan. Rishabh, thank you to you as well. We'll be back after a short break.